name is Felipe Peláez. I'm a personal stylist and I've been creating fashion content for over 13 years. And I've wasted so much time, money, and energy on clothes that I thought would make me feel better about myself, would make getting dressed easier, and would help me find my personal style quickly. But I was wrong. I was wrong, and it took me over a decade to learn these valuable lessons that I'm going to share with you because you deserve to find your personal style in a sustainable way without wasting money, time, and energy. So, if you're interested, let's get into it. If there's just one thing you remember from this video, let it be this. Please. The foundation of personal style is self-awareness. It's knowing that whatever looks great on someone else, whatever's trending at the moment, is completely irrelevant if it doesn't make you feel like your best self. If it makes you feel inadequate, if it makes you feel like you need to lose weight first, if it makes you feel like you're not pretty or handsome enough, that's a red flag. And all these brands are extremely talented in doing is making you feel less. It's making you feel inadequate. It's making you feel like you need to keep consuming to reach this unattainable image that is being sold to you. And that's the trap we need to avoid. That's the vicious cycle we need to escape if we want to build a personal style that is authentic to who we are, that makes us feel like our best selves, and that makes getting dressed effortless and fun again. But it all starts with self-awareness. You need to know who you are, you need to know your values, you need to know what you want to express with the clothes that you wear, because at the end of the day, everybody has style. But the question is, are you expressing it? Do you know what you even want to express? Do you even know what you value? Do you even know who you are when you let that mask drop? If you don't really know who you are yet, if you don't have the answers, that's okay. You can start by journaling, you can start by reflecting, you can start by meditating, do whatever it takes to get to know yourself better. You'll get there, step by step. It's a process. Don't expect to understand yourself completely overnight if you have never asked this question, if you never asked who am I really beyond my job, my age, and my passions. If you have never dig deeper than that, then that's going to take time. That's going to take patience, but it's worth it because everything beyond your personal style is going to benefit from that. Self-awareness is going to make your life easier beyond personal style. It's going to make decisions when it comes down to the job you choose, the partner you choose, the friends you choose, the goals you have. Self-awareness is the key for so much in your life, not only personal style. Everything else are just skilled trial and error that you can learn. That's the easy part. But the hard part is understanding yourself, being honest with yourself, and understanding what suits your body best. Not what looks great on someone else, not what looks amazing on a model on the runway, what works for your body, what works for your life, what works for your day-to-day, and not this ridiculous version you have in your mind of what you wish your life looked like. Don't forget that, please, because yes, all these runway looks look amazing on some models and we all imagine ourselves in those outfits, but most of them are just ridiculous for our day-to-day lives. And that's exactly what I do with my clients. We start with understanding who this person is. Who are you? What do you value? What are the clothes already in your wardrobe that make you feel your best? Why? What are the silhouettes that flatter your body? What are the outfits that make you light up, that make you feel different, that make you show up differently when you look in the mirror? We need to analyze that. We need to understand that because you are the center of your personal style. Not trends, not what looks amazing on other people, you. And that's why we need to dig deep to get there, because that's the strong foundation, and the stronger the foundation, the easier it's gonna be to build on that. And as a personal stylist, that's the part that makes me light up the most, because when I see people understand everything that makes them them, that's the foundation of personal style. And once that clicks, once they flip the switch, everything else gets so much easier. And when they look in the mirror after working with me for a few weeks, the transformation isn't just subtle, it's undeniable. You are the moment.
I am.
You are the moment.
I am.
Look at you. Look at you. And that's why I love doing what I do. You cannot shop your way into your personal style. For the love of all things holy, please stop shopping at least for a month. You need to pause. You need to reflect. You need to go back to your wardrobe and detox. Detox your wardrobe. Clear it out. Understand what works for you. Understand what doesn't work for you. Understand why you bought the pieces and hold on those pieces that are doing nothing for you. Because the more things you have in your wardrobe that aren't aligned with who you are, that don't suit you well, and that don't make you feel show up differently and make you feel like your best self, the harder it's going to be to build on a foundation, because that's a foundation that's unstable. That's the foundation that's going to hold you back instead of lifting you up. So we need to understand what's working in our wardrobe, what's not, and why those pieces are even there. We need to understand the patterns, because there are patterns that you're going to recognize. And again, it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. But it's worth it, because the foundation is the key. That's the key, baby girl. Don't start with the last step. Go back. Because one thing you need to understand is that more doesn't equal more. There are some psychological factors that we need to be aware of. Decision fatigue. The more you have in your wardrobe, the more decisions you need to make in the morning. You have a finite amount of mental energy, and every morning you open your wardrobe, you're overwhelmed by the sheer amount of clothes. So you're wasting time deciding what not to wear, that you start your day already exhausted. And that's not the point. That's holding you back. And when that happens, your brain defaults into picking the pieces that already feel safe. So you keep wearing the same old boring pieces because they feel safe and you don't have to think much about it. And the rest of your wardrobe just sits there. It's just clutter in your wardrobe, and it's clutter in your mental space as well. So please be aware of that. However, if you have a smaller, curated wardrobe with pieces you love to wear, you make fast decisions, because every piece is a favorite, and you have a clear mental space, because when you open your wardrobe you have a good overview and you know that whatever you pick, it's going to make you feel your best. If you don't want to end up with a wardrobe full of clothes but nothing to wear, you need filters for anything that enters your wardrobe. You need to stop shopping. You need to reflect. You need to create a sense of who you are to get to this point, because if you jump straight to shopping, babes, you're gonna end up like me a decade ago. I want you to adapt the mindset of a curator. A curator is someone who values everything that is in their wardrobe, in their art gallery, or whatever this person is collecting and building. So there are filters, and it starts with self-awareness. It builds on the foundation of what suits your body. What does your day-to-day look like? Where are you going? What are your goals? And how do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to feel every day? Once you understand that, you have your filters. And every time you go shopping, you have these filters that you can use to decide, does this piece work for me? Does this piece work for my day-to-day life? Is this piece going to add value in my wardrobe? Is this piece going to make getting dressed easier? And is it going to make me feel better or worse? And if that feels a little bit overwhelming, I've created the intentional shopping filter. It's a tool with crucial questions to ask before you buy anything new, and a tracker that shows you exactly how much money you're saving every time you say no. So every time you say no to a piece and you track it, you're going to see the number grow, and that's going to encourage you to be even more selective. And if you want that filter, it's linked down below. It costs $0, so it's up to you. So these were the 3 crucial steps to build a sustainable and authentic personal style. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It requires time. It requires patience. It requires self-awareness. And some people are not ready to do that work, and that's okay. But if you're ready to truly build a personal style that lasts, that feels like you, and makes you feel like your best, you know where to start. And if you want to understand why you dress the way you do, what's holding you back from showing up and dressing like your best self, and how to use style as a tool to transform your life, make sure to join my newsletter. It's linked down below. It's weekly. And remember, clothes aren't just this frivolous thing. There is power in how you dress, because people judge you in an instant, and being well groomed and well dressed gives you the power to control that narrative. Anyways, that's a topic for a different video. Let me know your thoughts on this video. If you have any questions, I'll read every comment, because this channel is still small and we have a small tight community, so I can interact with each one of you if you want to in the comments. And if you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe if you want to watch more, and like this video. That's going to help me reach more people who need to hear what I have to say. And if you want more, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.